Hello, everybody. Welcome to top tips for those that are looking to do the dimensional arcade. Some really interesting things around boost choosing, mastery choosing, as well as maybe the top champion to choose, and as well farming additional mastery points, which is helpful, especially because at this moment in time, we have got a limited amount of entries. So, of course, trying to do this is going to be very important and you have to be quite savvy. So tip number one, or kind of, it's not really a tip, it's an observation, it's a point of fact. Don't be afraid to be defeated and die in this game mode. I know that seems very weird because you're like, okay, well, I must get back in. Don't fall prey to investing some of these tickets in or spending money. People have already spent money in this, right? That's not the point of what this video is to help out people. I am frustrated about it 100%. I don't like it 100%, but we've got to do it, right? There's units involved with it. Anyway, so the first tip is don't be afraid to dive in this game mode. You get mastery points even if you are defeated. And if you get mastery points even when you are defeated, you can make your hero stronger. By making your hero stronger, they're able to do more and be more beneficial for you. So it's like even like, oh, it doesn't go well. Oh, boo-hoo. Well, like, guess what? In a day's time, you'll get another entry to get yourself back into this mode to play again. And kabam, crash, confirm, you have 81 entries. Just do the math. If you've got 81 entries over 3 entries per day over X amount of days, it does come to 20. It does come to like 81. So you'll get that opportunity to go back into the mode again and hopefully, get a W with a more powerful mastery set around your lead champion. I'm sure the question will be, well, what is the best champion for this? I think all of them do have their own merit, but there's certain ones that have certain characteristics and abilities that stand out from others. And whether or not that is down to attack delay, it's up to you what you believe to be the best. My personal element of what I like or what I agree with, which I can't show you right now, the ability set of each one, but from a choice perspective, there's attack delay, there's armor, there's attack, and there's one other one which I forget. But those characteristics of those particular champions, you can either exploit and improve the armor to make thing very tanky, but I personally didn't like that. The same way that you could do something similar with Invisible Woman, and again make her more, she has a low attack, but she has like better armor or shielding. So you could look to kind of like exploit that a bit more or have that as a key element. However, my big belief is around Human Torch. I find that his attack delay, which we can check out the masteries right now for that particular point, but his attack delay is very, very beneficial. As part of the teamwork masteries, we'll talk about masteries in a minute, there is these attack delay for team is minus 0.2. The lower the delay, the more frequently you're hit. The more frequently you're hit means that you're able to do more damage, access healing elements if for whatever reason you've got a boost on or power up that helps out as beneficial. But look at what is a problem, what is a good point about a hero and exploit that. Make it better, make it improved, make it just be able to do more incinerate damage. Look at these things. But I'm a big believer of speed. Speed in these type of games or game modes and game types are always much more beneficial. Also sustainability and survivability. And yeah, okay, damage. Oh, that's all of it, isn't it, Rich? Yeah, well, duh. But keeping your characters alive, I'm a little bit armor and I'm a little bit of speed. Those two things. Survivability, sustainability. That's my big kind of thing with this, and that's kind of like a tip with who to choose as your lead hero. But choose who you think is going to be best for you, and you will be able to return. If you make mistakes and you get defeated, you can come back and you can change things up down the line, or improve mastery sets of certain heroes. Take this next tip with a pinch of salt, because in some ways it works and other ways it doesn't. It's kind of like the Land Rover Defender of things. Land Rover Defenders, when they work well, they work amazingly. When they fail miserably. That's why there's always kind of like a big thing about it in the army, in general. If you don't know the reference, then I'm not explaining it anymore. But you can see here, like going into rounds, like I got defeated because I was hoarding orbs. These orbs right here, I can't remember what their name exactly is, but they basically allow you to, as a currency, buy certain power-ups, depending, of course, on the value of said power-up. And it's kind of a mistake to hold on to too many going into future waves. If you can, however, though, you can access more expensive ones that are going to be really beneficial. And I do recommend to look out for things like Vitality and some of the more spicier ones. So in my most recent endeavor into the mode, I've talked about Vitality. It basically heals up your health bar. If you can get 100 health, 200 health, whatever, it will allow you to be alive a little bit longer. If you see the video that I posted on, I think it's Sunday, where I clutched up massively. If I didn't do what I did, I probably wouldn't have clutched through it. But Vitality is very important because it's the health points. But you can get these more spicy ones here, but you do have to hold on to a large amount of these orbs. Unfortunately, if you don't have enough, then it becomes a bit pointless for it. I do recommend this right here. If you ever come across this one, it's called Frugal. Gain 2 extra power-ups, power-up points. Sorry, they're power-up points, not orbs. Power-up points after each wave. That will allow you to at least get closer to these bigger targets of 10 right here. And in this other image, which is there, you can see this is another one. This is a good one as well. Shockwave. Enemies start each battle with 7-second stun. Stuns as well are a massive important thing. If you ever get the chance to add a stun to the enemies, it's great. There's also life steal here. Life drain 2% each hit. That's good. But this one's good as well. Immortal. Increase attack damage plus 3 per 300 points of health, increase regeneration plus 3 seconds. So I have to really look then on that one. So these are really kind of like good type of boosts. You might have to put on that lucky one in order to access them, but they are really good if you ever get a chance to kind of like put them on. Shockwave's good. I think Shockwave's one of the best. Stuns as well. Speed and delay reduction, stuns. So my fourth tip is about refarming the content. Now, you can see here, I got 10 mastery points. This, funnily enough, was refarming, I think it was the 3rd chapter in this, or 2nd chapter. And what I was able to do is get more mastery points. If I'm at a particular point where I'm like, well, I don't have the ability and I clutched up massively to get to a certain chapter, and I'm like, right, well, I definitely know I'm not going to survive the next one I'm going into, or the next quest, or whatever it was. If you say to yourself, I'm not going to be able to survive that, then you're largely telling yourself, okay, well, I need more mastery points. I need to therefore farm more. How do you farm more? Well, you're likely going back into some of the older content in order to go through. We know in the story mode right now, there is 8 quests to go in. But if you go, well, I'm not going to be able to do Doombot Factory because I don't believe that my mastery points or my mastery build is that strong, then go back into one of the previous ones, like, I don't know, Chapter 3, Chapter 2, whatever. Farm 10 mastery points. You know, start building a mastery around a particular hero, like I'm building the lead being Human Torch. Make him powerful. Make others powerful. Go back to older content, grab more mastery points, and then make yourself stronger, make your teamwork mastery stronger as well, and your stats stronger. And then when you're ready, or you feel you're ready with the more powerful champion, go in the next day with all 3 ready, and you should be able to do a bit more than you would have thought you could do. So refarming older quests in order to get yourself through the other stages of the quests. And just to point something around there, that particular fact, there is going to be, I know people that will say, well, I have to do shatter mode. And that's a very, very good point. Shatter mode does require you to do that mode 25 times. So if you're doing it 25 times, that is basically 25 entries. That, of course, if you've worked out the numbers, that will leave you largely 56 runs to mastery point farm and get yourself through the chapters. So it could be about 560 mastery points you have an option to spend, give or take. It's not exact, but it's kind of like, let's just theoretically say that. And maybe, like it's very difficult to do the sums because It require a lot of effort to kind of try and find that out. But it could be like 250 is for, it wouldn't be that actually. I think it'd be what, maybe like 150 or something. Could be per hero, and maybe that would be enough. Maybe it won't be. Maybe you need, maybe that does it all. 560 mastery points complete all of your champions, the 4 Fantastic Four members, in order to get them, fully stocked up. Anyway, that's my top tip around farming mastery points. And I'm going to finish on this tip, which is about mastery builds. I'm sure some people will say that, oh, well, what's the best mastery build? There's technically not, because as we just mentioned, if there is potentially 560 runs, you could get mastery points in shatter mode, by the way. I don't know. Maybe if you have done, put it in the comments. Let a free-to-play player know what's the story. If you got mastery points within that mode, then that's great, because then it adds more that you can get more mastery points in other areas like these champions here, and therefore you don't have to worry about a specific build. Very early on, you should look to try and access things that are going to be important, as we said, reducing down attack delay if it's an option, improving armor if the character or the champion has a lot of weak armor. Look to strengthen what is a weakness, and that's always kind of the play with it. So how you build is going to be very much to yourself, and I don't think there's specifically a best build, because you'll be constantly not rebuilding, but constantly adding. It's not like you'll be respecking. This isn't a respecking type thing. It's more like the more you farm in these areas here, the more mastery points you get, the more you add to one lead hero, they're going to do more damage. Once you've done all of the masteries in one hero, and you've kind of like what's the word? Cheesed your way through it. Let's go with I can't think what the word was. Yeah, just co-opt through whatever it is. You've kind of like, you've used one hero, then it's like you're just building others after that point, and that matter of fact to then farm through shatter mode. So do that. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. There's no wrong or right answer. It's just when you get a load of mastery points, put it in one specific character fully spec'd, then you're going to have more later down the line to put in others, because you've got to do that as part of the latter stages. Or you could just like very slowly build them up, but you do need one particular hero fully spec'd and kind of stonking with masteries to get you through to the latter stages of the story mode and chapter before you get into shatter mode. Anyway, once you've done that, shatter mode shouldn't be ridiculously bad, but it is going to be a thing that you got to do. You got to clear the stages as well with shatter mode, so good luck, but make sure you're building one very strong hero, or your team being very strong as well. Teamwork, of course, makes the dream work, and that's something you're going to have to consider as well. Anyway, that's been 5 top tips for the mode. All information in the description, and I'm out of here. Cheers. See ya. Bye.